Hey guys, another edition of Vintage Cricket Cards. So to start with, this is the Sanitarium Wheat Bix Bradman. This was a series of 20 cards. You'll often see people selling unsigned versions of the cards or the whole sets. Every once in a while you'll see a signed one, so I was happy to pick up this signed one. I know there's some collectors out there that actually look to get this entire set signed, so happy to have one of those for my collection. This is my first. Also picked up a nice copy of one of Bradman's most common cards, the 1938. So I was happy to get that as part of a deal. But really happy to pick up this one, which is the signed version. You can see it's a pretty faint signature, but definitely an early signature. You can tell by the loop at the bottom. So pretty nice condition, actually. Was just really happy to pick that up. Obviously would have been better if the signature was darker, but that just looks like a signature that was probably on that card for well over 50 years. So just thought that was a really nice piece of history. So just adding to my Bradman autograph collection. I think I'm getting close to about 10 total autographs of Bradman at this point. So that's cool. And here is a more rare Bradman card. This is the Bradman Steamrollers from 1932-33. Did not have this card, and despite being kind of diamond cut, I thought it was a nice condition one to pick up. All right, I think I might have shown this card previously. This is Tom Graveney's rookie card from 1950. Graveney was one of the original 55 inductees to the Hall of Fame in 2009. So was really excited to pick up a nice copy of his rookie card, which is actually signed. So these are blank back. These were cut out of the cigarette packages. But how nice is that? Signed rookie card of Mr. Graveney, who unfortunately passed away last decade. Also, one of Alec Betzer's first cards. And, you know, these are really cool cards. I know there's cards from these series like Sinatra, for example, and some others that are really expensive. I don't think the cricketers, demand a super high premium, but getting those signed I thought was really cool. Didn't want to pass up that opportunity. Speaking of not wanting to pass up, I got a second copy of Hutton's player's rookie card signed. The other one has his high score, which he wrote down. This one is just a plain signature. Also got second copies of Denis Compton signatures as well. Had both of these ones signed as well, so I actually have two copies of those three cards in signed condition, which I was really surprised to find one. So really happy to have those. And I'll just end with some Hobbs cards. So continue to look to pick up who I think is insanely undervalued. Hobbs cards don't sell for the massive premium that I would expect them to. So these are the 1932-33 Phillips. These, similar to the turf cards, were cut out from the packages. So these are a lot more rare than the turf. You'll notice they're orange borders. This one actually doesn't have the orange border. I think that's just because it was cut all the way down. The border doesn't show, but these are two different versions of the Hobbs. You can see the face in the one is a lot bigger and also brighter. Picked up a couple more of his rookie cards from 1907. This one on the right is the one that the PSA considers the earlier version. I do think it was probably issued earlier, but these are from the same series. So I'll always look to pick up either one because I just really think that they're probably my favorite card of Hobbs, and probably his first card as well, especially this number 67. And then finally, I'll end with what I thought was a really nice find. Hobbs 1934 John Players. And I think you can tell why I like this one so much. A pretty common card, or a very common card, but had never seen one signed before. So was really happy to pick that up. Not the cleanest card per se, but a really clean signature. Love it. Hobbs has one of the classiest signatures around. A lot of these guys just had amazing signatures. And that's all I have for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed a view into these cards, especially the signed ones.